the champions of Spanish football.
Barcelona won La Liga last weekend. Today we focus on the other end of the table and the battle to beat the Drops.
Midfield, they are working hard on the ball. I think those players that weren't there mentally committed, they've been out, and you've got a strong team that feels that the homage to Xavi.
The competition's minutes at all, but it's a good start for him.
Guard of honour there from Deportivo La Coruña, not just probably because they're champions, but also to Xavi in particular. What a player he has been down the years. As for Vermaelen, it's been a long road to recovery, isn't it? They've tried to treat him well, but he's had his setbacks.
Yeah.
Any ramifications, any implications about Barca playing a weakened side today?
It's interesting because that debate is happening in the Premier League, isn't it?
It's a great season so far for Barcelona, but they've got the treble in their mind, and I don't know what sort of attitude they're going to go into.
50-odd permutations tonight at the top of the table. They can't afford to lose here. It's Vermaelen who's leading the charge. Pedro's at the far post, stretching. He's Fabricio, comes out to Rafinha, who dances with the defenders, flips it in. Another one for Messi.
As Rakitic and Busquets look on. That's class, Rob. And you know, I was just going to praise the young goalkeeper Fabricio, whose quality, I think, he's made the decision to come out and get a touch on the ball. Otherwise, Pedro would have scored at the far post. But then Rafinha, great skill and technique, goes past to the
Folds for the season, but maybe his mission is to catch up with Cristiano Ronaldo, who's 4 goals ahead of him in the chase for the Golden Boot. Pichichi, top scorer in Spain.
This is clever play. Absolutely super little ball to the far post from Rafinha with his right foot, and there's Messi to hammer the ball into his head. I don't know if...
For the Cinderella club of La Liga, that would put them on to 35 points. They would be ahead. But the doctors have said he can't because of a hand injury. Manuel Plana, the oldest man to play in La Liga this season. His body is got the smallest of grounds, holds just over 5,000. All of the players had to live in the area, and they had a second half of the season house. Barca supporters basking in the sunshine. Messi looking for his second, he walks it in. It's a stroll in the park for the great Lionel Messi.
Timing of the run's absolutely superb, Rob. He's onside, the pass is superb, and have a look at his first touch when the pass is made.
Deportivo La Coruña in desperate need of a lifeline. Xavi striking the ball to Matthew. In comes Messi. If that never got in, there would have been any doubts about that one. Lopo. Messi. Oh, half stopped. Oh, brilliantly stopped.
Have a look at this. Super pass. Messi strikes it cleanly. Brilliant save that. And then the
front in the sun. Deportivo really are sweating here. It's Messi.
There's the first. Now that's a great save in itself, Rob. But look at this. Pure reflexes. Gets the right hand on. Pedro must have thought it's a tap in, but no. Fabricio is different class. That's brilliant.
Something about the approach here from Victor Sanchez, the coach of Deportivo La Coruña. It seems to be very safety first. Triano plays it across, back to Messi. Messi tries the run down the right. It's Messi. Now Rafinha.
Great ball. They can't afford to concede a second, Rob, because that would bury them, I think, totally.
Messi. Neymar. Messi.
Go. Hence the reason the ball says Fabregas at the time. I think sometimes when you get a rest and you come back fully recharged, you see the benefits.
Xavi elsewhere. Valencia, last time we heard, were level on points with, meanwhile, at the top of the table. Or we discount Real and Barca from he's down to his bare bones. He doesn't have too many options. Actually, before the Barca have used 22 players before the game. They've used 27 this season. Neymar keeps his balance. Little back flick. Into it in a flash, Fabricio. where for Liverpool at least the celebrations were far more memorable than the defeat. No chance of a Barcelona glory as the games have progressed this season. Xavi's one of a kind. Against Valencia, it's 2-2 in that game now. Neymar. Messi plays it back. It's in his 55th game of the season. He's enjoying life, though, of course, there's still a couple of cup finals for him to go through this season. But for Deportivo, Montoya and Munir. Maybe we'll get to see Douglas run in the second time, the Brazilian Xavi. Neymar is just... Xavi Hernandez is the heartbeat of Barcelona, is the brains of the team. The rest did on a psychologist being at training every day. They have the masseur and the goalkeeping coach and the referees and the lieutenants these days. And they've had a psychologist there's on 35 points. Deport stay on 34. Maria had an adventurous afternoon.
There's going to be a few changes in all of those score lines and results. Here's Messi.
There's Messi to Neymar.
Oh, good ball.
Clever ball. Adriano bursts through to take on the responsibility of scoring the goals for them. Here's Messi to Neymar. Tends to be his of the Copa squad, the Copa America squad for the summer. It's Messi. Step over from Neymar. For Xavi in a La Liga game for Barcelona.
Onside.
Away goes Neymar. He has support. Does he need it? To Messi. A lethal combination. Strikes again for Barcelona. They've been striking fear into every opposition all season long.
Wow. Well, that wraps up the game and the points. Deportivo are going down, Rob, as it stands. And you can't see them coming back and scoring a couple of goals. He's the one that's dropped deepest. And once Neymar gets clear, it's pretty straightforward. Little side rule pass and tap in for Messi. Simple, well done, the two of them.
Well, Messi is now chasing his 6th La Liga hat-trick of the season, who were confirmed as relegated quite a few weeks ago now. Ball in. It's Neymar. He's offside.
Well, he's leaning. He's just, you can see his one step inside the box. I think the linesman's got it right. Just to give everybody involved, everybody in the success of the club. And I do like that about him. He's not frightened.
Big games coming up. Say big, just a couple of cup finals, and they will want him as part of the squad. Here's a reminder of what's happening as Pedro makes a run. They've got a gamble. Rafinha. Messi. He's still on a mission to score another hat-trick. Xavi through the legs to Neymar. Neymar having a look around to see where Xavi is. Oh. Socks around the ankles. They don't have that anymore. They must be held up above the shin guards. Pedro plays it back. There is Neymar, who needs shin guards given the treatment that he gets. But the top flight, not much more that Eibar could do. They've already stopped 3 past Cordoba, the already relegated team. Eibar has had a second half of the season collapse. Barber man down. No sympathy from Barcelona, who continue to play through Adriano. It's a dangerous game to play, though, and sit back with their defensive record this season. Messi weaves his way through. Anywhere will do from Granada and Deport. 35 points on the head-to-heads are staying up.
Spanish clubs in the Champions League next season. No, hold on a minute.
There's Rafinha.
Drops his shoulder and wins the corner kick. It's taken quickly.
Messi plays it in. What a trick. They're in the bars. Stand up to applaud the farewell to La Liga of an absolute legend. The great Xavi Hernandez, with a tear in his eye, has created so many emotions for football fans around the world. The man who has won absolutely everything. Just claimed his 8th La Liga title, won the World Cup, won the Euros, won the Champions League, maybe about to win it again, maybe about to do his 2nd treble. But we won't see him, nor the likes of him, in La Liga again. A genius.
Class.
3 goals up early in the game against Cordoba. It's not going to be enough to salvage.
Minutes are up on the clock, Rob. It's just whatever the referee adds on now.
Anywhere with
Minute left of extra or out of time.
the other team in the equation, of course, are Almeria, who are losing at home despite having the lead a couple of times this afternoon against. This is Messi we're talking about. Could score a couple of goals in the borrowed time here. Rafinha to Douglas. Douglas flies it in. Nice little take. Oh, Adriano skies the ball. And the Depor fans let their party begin.
I can't believe they've come back from 2-0 down, Rob. I'll tell you what, credit has to go to Victor Sanchez, but also the goalkeeper Fabricio. He's made 3 or 4 brilliant saves in this game to keep it at 1-0 and to keep it at 2-0.
And Xavi Hernandez says farewell to the Camp Nou and La Liga in fitting style by getting his hands on the La Liga trophy. Barcelona champions of Spain for the 23rd time. Adios, a legend.
Well, they deserve it, Rob. The attacking football they've played this season, the goals, the entertainment has been fantastic. And it's only the start of the season, really, because this is the first trophy. We'll see next week if they're going to make it a double, and the following week we'll know if it's going to be a treble.
The chorus of "We are champions of the world" that emits around the Camp Nou. Well, they're the champions of Spain. In a couple of weeks' time, they aim to be the champions of Europe again. And in a week's time at this very stadium, they want to get their hands on more silverware. A World Soccer. And the club have done him proud today. This celebration of imagination. And it's great to see the next generation as well. There's little Thiago Messi, who's got a brother or sister on the way.
How to get the team fit and how not to fail as it happened the season before, when at the end of the season, with the options on their hands, they couldn't actually take it. I think that was clearly an option for him, a position, not touring around the world and focus on the fitness wise. And then I think he found Messi, that famous game against Real Sociedad. For us, that we all know Luis Enrique, it takes a lot for him to kind of bend that role.
Much of this La Liga was down to Lionel Messi. If Real Madrid had Lionel Messi, would they have won it?
Well, you swap Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, and what you have with Lionel Messi is Xavi, and you've got Messi, and sometimes Iniesta, and sometimes Luis Suarez. That's what Messi has been doing this season. 27 years old, he became very clear that he needed to change some of his habits, the way he ate and certain things. Focus more on what happened on the pitch, because he was a little bit of confused by situations off the pitch. And what you got was a very sharp player, and Pep Guardiola said it the other day, he hasn't seen him so thin in his life, but also somebody that he understood his role, and he knew that without Xavi there, he sometimes had to be midfielder, other times a false 9, but sometimes start from the right-hand side of the attack.
OK, we'll talk more about Barcelona and Luis Enrique, but it has been an amazing day, especially at the bottom.